What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick, and today, with a new weekly reset hitting Destiny 2, we have yet another Riven's Wishes quest. These have incredibly juicy rewards, including guaranteed red butter raid weapons, so you should be doing these every single week, and I have done a guide going over my recommendations for those raid weapons, just thought I would point that out. Now, this week, here's what you have to do. The objective is the following: defeat combatants in Legendary or Master Lost sectors. Additional progress is granted in the Dreaming City. So, as it turns out, today you actually do have the Aphelions Rest Lost sector being available within the Dreaming City. And this Lost sector has a ton of ads. It's the one where as soon as you get in, there's a bunch of taken thralls, so they're pretty darn easy to kill. So if you are able to do this quest step today with the Tuesday weekly reset, that is going to be extremely efficient. However, if you are watching this a different day, don't worry, later in the video I have some builds that will cover you in any Legend or Master Lost sector no matter which day it is. However, you may also be wondering, alright, do I have to do this solo or can I do this with a team? And how much points am I actually getting for getting a kill within these Lost sectors? So first of all, we went in, and as you can see, my teammate gets a kill. I check my progress. I'm at 0%. That's not good. But then a little bit later on, my teammate gets some kills closer to me, and then as you can see, I do get progress counted for his kills. So as long as you're within close proximity, you can absolutely run these Lost sectors with a team to make it a lot more efficient. Now, in terms of efficiency, how much are you actually getting per kill? Well, in the Legend difficulty on the Dreaming City, as you can see, each kill seems to be 1% progress. And importantly, it doesn't actually matter the quality of combatant. I get 1% for killing this champion, and then I get 1% for killing this thrall, right? And so that would mean that if you are a more casual player, if you find these Lost sectors difficult, you could literally just go in, kill the first few ads, and then reload into the activity, like abandon it and go back in, abandon it and go back in, and just do the first beginning part where you can kill some ads and basically ignore the champions, the bosses, and so on. Because if you are spending a lot more time trying to kill the boss, I mean, the boss is still potentially only worth 1%, right? Those champions are worth 1% or less if you're off the Dreaming City, so keep that in mind. Now, what about Master difficulty? Well, we turned it up to Master, and then as you can see, get a kill, 1%. Okay, hold on, I'll get another kill, 1%. And it turns out, after getting a few kills, finally it did eventually go up by 2%. So, Legend difficulty is a 1% progress within the Dreaming City, and then Master difficulty is only about a 1.25% progress. So, honestly, you're totally fine with just doing it Legend, unless you have a team and you can run Master really fast, which is what we ended up doing. Again, Legend is probably going to be the most efficient. And guys, that's kind of it. So the last thing I want to go over is some Lost Sector cheat code builds. And I call them that because they're going to work no matter the day, no matter the Lost Sector, because they have the ability to deal with all three types of champions built into each build. So first of all, there's a few things that make dealing with champions super easy. Number one is Strand. If you have access to this, Suspend will automatically stun unstoppable champions. So chuck a shackle grenade at an unstop, it's going to lift them up, render them useless, and stun them. You can finish that guy off, no problem. Additionally, if you have the Indebted Kindness, this is from the new dungeon, this thing is incredible. It's a special weapon and does special weapon damage, but it's technically a sidearm, so it works with piercing sidearms and can deal with barrier champions. Another cheat code is going to be Overload rocket launchers. So your heavy slot is now also capable of dealing with one type of champions. So the first kind of build I have for you guys, I'm just running, first of all, Strand, and my Suspend is going to be what's dealing with the unstopped champions. Then I'm running the Quicksilver Storm, or any auto rifle you want, to deal with the Overload champions, and the Indebted Kindness will deal with the barrier champions. So again, that build, no matter which Lost sector, it's going to be able to deal with any combination of champions. And it also leaves your heavy slot free for whatever your most powerful heavy is. Now, moving on from there, another kind of cheat code build here is just running a legendary hand cannon, like I have the Fatebringer here, for unstop hand cannon rounds, then again the Indebted Kindness to deal with barriers, and lastly the Galahorn. Now that's my rocket that's going to deal with overload champions. Now, one last build here, I have the Arbalest. Now that has intrinsic anti-barrier rounds. Then I have, a good energy hand cannon to deal with the Unstoppables, and then a good legendary rocket launcher to deal with those overloads. So if you can put together any of those builds, and again, there's a lot of variation, you can use any hand cannon, any auto rifle, etc., then again, you are covered no matter the day, no matter the lost sector, because you have all three types of champions built into those builds. And so guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.